even when a Prime Minister
Modi has put out a tweet as well on this. Prime Minister Modi putting out a message on social media platform X saying, in fact, earlier this morning, and we can take it full frame on our screens now. We can take this this tweet that the Prime Minister has put full frame on our screens. I put it out on our screen there. Earlier this morning, I had gone to AFS Adampur and met our brave air warriors and soldiers. It was a very special experience to be with those who epitomize courage, determination and fearlessness. India is eternally grateful to our armed forces for everything they do for our nation. So this is, of course, the big message that Narendra Modi has put out on his social media platform X, saying that he had gone, of course, this morning to AFS Adampur and he met with our brave air warriors and soldiers there. A special experience for the Prime Minister today. He says, of course, he was with those who epitomize courage, who epitomize determination and who epitomize fearlessness. India is eternally grateful to our armed forces for everything they do for our nation. Just look at those pictures there coming in now. These are the pictures, of course. There's the entire force, of course, very thrilled. The entire unit at Adampur. They are all, of course, pictured here in this group photograph with Prime Minister Modi, and just look at the smiles on their faces. It's a huge morale booster, and the Josh is clearly high, as you can see as well, with all of them having their fists, of course, raised up. Okay, here's another one. Here's another one, of course, Prime Minister Narendra Modi with the officers at the Adampur Air Base today. He was briefed as well, reportedly, by the Air Force personnel on Operation Sindoor, of course, on how the base was secured, on how attacks were launched on Pakistan, how their nefarious designs were foiled, but on how we struck and struck hard. These are, of course, all those pictures that have come in of the Prime Minister's visit today. It was unannounced, it was unexpected, it was a surprise, but it was certainly special. And the PM, of course, going there, remember, the morning after his address to the nation last night. Group Captain Anupam Tiwari is also joining us now live, former Indian Air Force officer. Group Captain Tiwari, your first reaction to these visuals coming in from Adampur Air Base. Prime Minister Narendra Modi paying a surprise visit.
Very good morning, and scene is very beautiful. People, there are really there are some instances when the armed forces are jubilant, and the one time, just hello, can you hear me?
Please go ahead.
Okay. There was a propaganda in Pakistan that during Operation Sindoor, they have destroyed our air bases. Some media channels from Pakistan named Air Force Station Adampur also. So visit of Prime Minister is an indication that everything is normal here in India. Everything is under control, and we will retaliate whenever we want to. Definitely, it is a good message. Meeting with air warriors is a significant thing that our forces are determined, our political discourse is determined, and we are together. You can see the faces over there. They are very happy. Air warriors are very happy. Officers are very happy, and there is a mood of unity. So it is a clear picture to Pakistan that whatever propaganda they want to spread, they can spread, but our forces are ready, our political discourse is ready.
Yes, absolutely. Group Captain Tiwari, it clearly shows, as you're telling us, that they are ready. The Operation Sindoor is just on a pause. The base is in perfect condition. The officers are not tired, are full of josh.
Exactly. Officers are at full of josh, airmen are in full of josh, and everything is intact. Whatever propaganda in Pakistan media or in international media has been spread out, that has been smoked out from Indian side. And the clear picture is that what we are seeing in Air Force Station Adampur. Adampur has a strategical importance in Indian Air Force. And if you go to the history, every time Pakistan wanted to attack us, they have tried to hit the Adampur, and Adampur Air Force Station has treated itself very well. So the mood is good, and what else I can say? Everything is good.
Yes.
Whatever happening in Air Force Station Adampur is seen by the whole world.
Absolutely. Major General Harsh Kakar, defense expert, is also joining us now live on the broadcast. Major General Kakar, your first reaction to this visit that the Prime Minister has paid to one of the forward bases there, Adampur. We can see these visuals, how of course it's a big morale booster for our Jawans. The Prime Minister's unannounced surprise visit this morning.
See, firstly, I agree fully with the group captain who just spoke. Secondly, you've got to realize that the Prime Minister represents the nation. He began his speech yesterday with a salute to the armed forces, ended his speech with a salute to the armed forces. Today, when he's there at Adampur, he is representing the nation as a mark of thanks for the efforts, for the valor, for the sort of planning and the implementation that the Indian armed forces have done. You've got to realize that his presence there, apart from conveying that there is nothing busting apart propaganda, is a means of saying that the nation thanks the armed forces for what it's done, for having played out Operation Sindoor the way it was supposed to be, with absolute planning and implementation. It's his way of conveying on behalf of the nation the feelings of the nation when he stood there, when he spoke to the men, when he interacted with them. I think nothing can be more symbolic than this visit there. And a surprise visit at that actually shows that the base was in its normal functional form when the Prime Minister was to have arrived. And there was no red carpet, there was nothing which was really laid out to earmark a difference to the Prime Minister's visit. But it also displayed the readiness that is there for them to contribute. And I think not only will it be a major morale booster, it conveys the gratitude of the nation towards the armed forces, and I think it means a lot for the men in uniform.
Absolutely. Major General Kakar, it of course means a lot for the uniform, as for the men in the uniform, as you were just saying. Also, Major General Kakar, it conveys a message to Pakistan as well. It debunks their propaganda, that they harmed our bases. This was one of them that they tried to attack unsuccessfully, might I add. And Major General Kakar also, it comes just the morning after that very powerful address to the nation that the Prime Minister gave as well.
That's what I said. He started and closed the address with gratitude to the armed forces, and he conveyed what we achieved and the way we prevented Pak from moving anywhere forward. And his visit today is only reiterating his statements of yesterday. And I think the world would be watching that visit and realizing that what he said yesterday, he stands by it, and what he is doing today is to only reiterate what he mentioned yesterday.
Absolutely. How strategic is this airbase for our forces, Major General Kakar?
Every forward airbase is strategic. Every forward airbase has a value. And visiting one, it's an indication or it's a message that every single airbase of ours, every single individual of ours in uniform is an asset. And let's put it this way, every single airbase has got equal value. It's got some reason why it's there. And all of them are strategic.
Okay. Major General Kakar, also, of course, just talking about this visit, as you're saying, of course, it's a big morale booster for our forces. It clearly, of course, also is an indication to them that the nation is with them. In a conflict time, of course, we all remember them. But even when a conflict may be over, the nation is standing with them. The nation is grateful to them and is standing with them.
Absolutely. In fact, that's what I said. The Prime Minister represents the nation. His very presence and his words of gratitude to the men who were there, the smiles that you see, and the happiness that you see in the men when the Prime Minister comes there and conveys the gratitude of the nation is something which is a major, major factor, especially when you're dealing in operations. And I think that is something which will carry a lot of weight, not just in the Air Force, but across all the three services, as also the other border guarding forces, including the BSF and those involved, that the nation is with you. And I think it's a very, very excellent message that the Prime Minister has conveyed by being present there and by representing the nation in displaying his gratitude.
Major Mohammad Ali Shah also continues to be with us at this point. Major Mohammad Ali Shah,